Hello everyone. So I am going to do a quick video on how I have my cross stitch areas set up. So primarily I use my floor stand, which my husband built and cost, I think under $20. So for everybody who wants a floor stand, they're very easy to build. You need a miter saw, a drill, some screws, and some bolts. It's really, really simple. It just depends on how fancy you want it. So, sorry, there's a fly bugging me. I have my computer desk, and I showed you, that's in the corner of my living room. It was in my video the other day. And I just have my stand right off to the side. It is very easy to pick it up and put it at the other side of my desk where I can watch TV, or if my husband's playing a game or something down here, I can, be facing him instead of my back to the room. This way, I have my window right here so I can see out my window, and I don't have to put this up every night if I just leave it in the corner. So I can watch TV on my computer and stitch, and I don't have a lot of hassle. So we have the stand, some important tools, the light. I don't have a huge problem with lighting as far as needing extra light. I'm going to have to get the fly swatter out. But my husband got me this for our anniversary. I thought that was completely sweet. So I do have lighting, and that comes in very handy. I always keep a pillowcase handy, and each cross stitch that I have going is also stored in pillowcases. This keeps them from getting dust and pet hair on them. With, two cats and a dog and rabbits and birds and everything else, there's a lot of pet hair and dander and everything, so I keep them covered. Then I have these hooks, and I keep my scissors here unless I have nieces and nephews visiting, and then the scissors go in my little box with all the rest of my tools. So I also have my travel light stored here, so if I'm going to be going home to visit, I'm not gonna take all of this with me. Basically, if it's on a scroll frame, it's not traveling with me. I have some smaller projects that I'll use a hoop on. And I have a nice stash of hoops, so I have that. And then the way I have secured my cord to keep it out of my way is I've just taken let's see if I can scroll in. These are just the little 3M clips. These are the ones that they sell for cords. They are really big at Christmas time. You can find them all over the place for your Christmas lights going around your window. I just ran a couple of these down the side of the leg. Let's see. There's another one right there. And then there's one more. I need probably another one, but I ran out of what I had spare from Christmas. So I have those. I have wing nuts on some of the bolts right now, but I am going to be replacing them with these knob nuts. This is a 1/4 inch screw, and so, but my hardware store only sells these one at a time. They only have one in stock at a time, and I couldn't find them online, so I just have been going to the store every once in a while and getting these. I also plan on seeing if I can find these at the hardware store. These are the ones that come in a kit of 4 at the craft stores. And I got one package on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I want to get some more, but I'm going to see if the hardware stores have them. So that's my stand, and then At the top I have my tablet, but what my tablet is just resting on is a clipboard, and when I'm using paper patterns, I have this magnetic board duct taped to the clipboard. Yeah, I'll figure it out here. So I can clip the pattern in, and then I have, you know, all my magnets sitting up here on the metal part of the clip, so I don't lose my little magnets and they don't get bumped by my tablet. So I have this sitting there, and that, it just has, my husband routed a groove on this top board, so it just sits in there nicely, and it leans back a little bit, which is perfect for my tablet. And just to show you, the patterns sit in just like that. So the other thing I have is this little box, and I got this at Walmart. It was in the back to school section. I actually got 2 of them, and it's perfect. So it holds a stylus for my tablet. It holds a little pair of travel scissors, which these are, you know, like $1, maybe $2, depending on where I get them. They fold up really nicely, and they're very handy for when I'm traveling. I have my Thread Heaven. I have my seam ripper. I love this little seam ripper. And that loud bang was my hermit crabs. So I have that in here. I don't need that too often, but it's nice when I need it. This is the leather case for my scissors. So that's just in here because I don't keep it on very often. And then I have this large needle nest that just has some random different needles in there. And then all that fits in here. I really like this because it keeps everything neat. I also have the binder clips, which I use to keep the pillowcases clipped closed when I'm not working on a project, and those will fit in here too. Not that I keep them in there that often. And then this just clips shut, so that works really nicely when I'm stitching. I have another one of those cases that I use to store, and I need one more of these, but I haven't bought another one. So I have my extra needles in here, and then these are some different size bolts for my stand. So I've lost these in the past, so now I keep them all together. But I think I'm going to have to come up with a different storage solution, because the latest addition to the stand are these extension blocks, which my husband made up for my frame. So basically I needed the arms to come in 2 inches on each side, so he made them 2 inches, but stupid fly. We wanted it to be adjustable, so we also drilled a hole at 1 inch, so I can use it this way and get 2 inches shorter, or I could put it on the outside and get 2 inches longer, or I can do the same thing and get 1 inch shorter or 1 inch longer. So these have already come in handy. I'm using them with my smallest plastic frame. I hate the plastic scroll frame, but I have it, so I use it. And these blocks help quite a bit. At some point we are going to make it so that I can clamp a hoop onto this frame. I don't really use hoops that much. Most of my projects are large enough that they fit onto scroll frames, but I do have a few projects that I want to do that are going to be done in a hoop or in key snaps, and we're going to modify this so that it can do both my scroll frames and the hoops. And when I do, I will show you how we do it. My husband hasn't quite decided what is ideal yet. He's still trying to decide how he wants to do that. So we have that, and that's about all I use to stitch with. I don't need my stand. My stand makes two-handed stitching, which makes everything go faster, as we all know. So it's very nice. I, for years, just used wooden hoops. I've broken many a wooden hoop. I prefer the plastic ones. They tend to hold up to my abuse that much better. But, sorry, they are pulling out what looks like a jackhammer outside. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing out there. So anyway, I would have to say I'm pretty minimalistic on my tools. I do tend to keep most of my projects in my cases. I have a couple extra cases. I have a few other tools, but for the most part, that's all I stitch with. So, not very interesting tools. I also have, with it being right at my desk, I have, you know, markers and pens, pencils, which I don't like around my fabric, which part of the reason I love the tablet, because styluses won't mark up your fabric. I have also discovered a love for needle minders, and so I have a few made.